Okay, so I'm going to take you through how a business letter is laid out. Now, you've probably written plenty of personal letters in English lessons through the years. One thing you'll notice is that business letter is laid out differently to the way you lay out a personal letter. Okay, let's take it from the top then. Up here we've got a letterhead. Now, a letterhead basically just contains the information about the company that's sending the letter out. It's the sender's address and their contact details, and maybe there'll be a company logo here. Now, it doesn't always have to be this way. If you are sending a business letter, you could just simply have the sender's address on the left hand side here. Notice how it's all aligned on the left hand side. You'll see that throughout the actual business letter. As we go down, you can see that there is a reference. Okay, this basically is just a point where if you are responding to the letter, you can quote that reference and they'll know what the letter was about. They'll be able to find it more easily. So that's for when people are replying to it. It also helps with filing as well if they've got paper-based filing. You have the date written in full. Okay, that's really what you're actually looking to do, is to write the date in full, another line gap, and then you've got the name and the address of the person that's actually receiving the letter. Okay, this is Miss Abigail Perry. Notice it's quite a formal approach. You've got her title and her full name in there. Okay, so we move down still further, another little gap, and then we've got the salutation, the greeting, Dear Miss Perry. Now you'll notice all the way through the lines here, we've got no commas, which you would generally have in a letter. That's because business letters use open punctuation. Okay, so you have no commas in these sections here and on the salutation. We'll see the same further down. That doesn't mean to say you don't use punctuation in the main body of the text. You can then have a subject, what it's about. Don't always have to have that, but you can put that in there, and then you go into your actual letter. One line gap between all the paragraphs, and you'll notice the paragraphs are fairly short and succinct. You'll start off with a paragraph that actually basically says what the letter is about, effectively, and then you'll have the main details that you want to include, and then there'll be a suitable ending paragraph, which may be like this one says, we look forward to seeing you, or feel free to contact us if you need any help. Then you have the complimentary close. Now it's yours sincerely here, because if we look up, we've actually written to Dear Ms. Perry. So, as we know, if it was Dear Sir or Madam, then we finish with yours faithfully. And then you have the name of the person that's sending the letter. Okay, quite often in exams you'll be asked to write the letter on somebody else's behalf, and in this case it's been written, it's been sent by Mike Redhead, and then his designation, the manager. So that's basically his job title. This ink down the bottom stands for enclosed, and that is included if there is any extra materials that have been sent, and you'll see that they've actually included a leaflet outlining the events for the day, and so it just tells you there's something else coming to the letter. So they're the things you need to bear in mind about the order in which the letter's done. Things that you also should consider: font sizes. The main body of the text should not be bigger than font size 12. You want a nice simple font, Arial, Times New Roman, Calibri. Okay, they're all fine. Nothing too flowery. It's supposed to be a simple, unentertaining way of getting information across. Everything is lined up on the left. We don't indent paragraphs. We leave a line gap between them, and then at the bottom here you've got 5 line spaces to actually leave some space for a signature. And that's how you lay out a business letter.